Okay, today is the paper physics and October November 2019. So let's start. For question number one, determine a SI base units of moment of force. So what is the moment of force? So moment of force is equals to that M equals to F, that is force, multiplied with distance, that is D, F into D. So force equals to Newton and distance equals to meter. So this must be kilogram meter per second square into meter. So this moment must be equals to kilogram meter square upon second square. So this is the unit. Zula, is this clear? This is the end of the question of one part A. Is this clear? So
ये क्वेश्चन कर चुका था सर मैं.
completed the question number one.
Yeah.
So we must start from question number two.
Yes.
Now second is basically state the what is meant by the work done. So work done is basically is equals to the work done equals to force into, that is the force into the distance covered, that is W is equal to Fs or Fd. So work basically is the product of force into the distance covered. So this is the basically the work. Now for the second one, a lifter, a left elevator of weight 13 kilonewton is connected by a cable to a motor. So this is basically a weight. This is basically left. This is the left of weight. So basically this is the weight. This weight is 13 kilonewton. 13 kilonewton. This is the cable and this is the motor. So
सर मैंने पहला वाला कर लिया था क्या आपने, वो जो उससे मैंने फर्स्ट पार्ट किया था सर.
आपने सिर्फ फर्स्ट पार्ट किया अब्दुल्ला?
जी सर.
ओ मैं समझा कुछ ना वन कर दिया आपने पूरा. ओके ओके. सो सिर्फ आपने क्वेश्चन नंबर वन का पार्ट वन किया. इज दिस यही बात है?
यस सर.
कि क्वेश्चन नंबर वन का पार्ट वन का 1 नंबर मार्क्स क्वेश्चन किए, बाकी कुछ भी नहीं किया आप? So in 1B, basically the uniform square sheet of chord ABCD is freely pivoted by a pin at a point P. The chord is held in a vertical plane by an external force in the position shown. This is the basically figure 1.1. So this is the weight acted, that is acted downward. So we have to calculate the card is released by removing the external pin. So this card is by releasing this pin. The card then swings in a vertical plane until it comes to rest. So calculate the magnitude of the resultant moment. So how to find the moment? So moment basically is is equals to force into the displacement, but in this case there is an angle. Angle is 45 degree.
कॉस हो जाएगा इसके साथ.
Yes. So it is basically depends on two things. That is, first is the distance, that is 4. This is basically pinpoint 4 centimeter. Then basically an angle, that is the difference of this point and this point is basically the origin point. So I have to find the distance between P and G. So how to find it? So first calculate the whole, that is from here to here, and then subtract this distance with 4. Is this clear? Is this clear or
Yeah,
not?
yes, sir. Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay.
Just a
So
second, let me draw it quick.
how to basically, so first you have to draw your resultant. So this is basically a force of angle 45 degree, and this length is basically 17 centimeter. So we have to find this component. So this component must be 17 cos 45. Now this is basically the total distance that has from this point to this point. Distance is 17 cos 45. Now distance basically GP. We have to find the distance between GP. GP basically equals to, this is AG minus AP. So what the value of AG? AG value is 17 cos 45 degree. So GP equals to 17 cos 45 degree
Yes.
minus the value of AP is 4. So from here we can find the value of GP. So GP value is approximately equals to this value. GP after the calculation is value approximately equal to 8 centimeter. Is this clear?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to erase it. Now the second is, in the second part, explain why the card has come to rest. Its center of gravity is vertically below point. So what is basically is the reason? So the reason basically is that is in the in this question number one, there is something missing, that we have to find the moment. So the basically the distance we find as distance equals to, that is GP equals to 8 centimeters. So after this we have to find also the uh, moment. So moment equals to force into displacement. So what about the force? So force value is given to me is 0.15 multiplied by 8 centimeter, mean 8 into 10 raised power minus 2 meter. So this moment must be equals to 1.2 into 10 raised power minus 2 Newton meter. This is basically the value of moment. So in second question, we have to explain why the card has come to the rest. Its center of gravity is vertically below the point. So what is the reason? So the reason is basically the distance between line of action of weight and the pivot point is basically zero. So what is basically the point? When it comes, when there is a distance between, that the distance between line of action. So this is the line of action basically. Line of action of weight. This is now the line of action of weight is this one. And the pivot point is this one. This, just a minute. This point is the pivot point, this center point. So the line of action, this one, and the pivot point lies at this point, that is here. So both are same. So there must be no moment with respect to these 2 points. So this is the basically the answer of this question. Now for question number 3. Now this is the end of question number 1. So question number 2 is, state the that I have described earlier, what is meant by work done. So the second, for second, this is basically is the graph given, that is VT graph, that velocity with respect to time is given. So the acceleration of the lift between time t equals to 0 to t equals to 5. So how to calculate? This is done previously, so I am doing it again. So how to find acceleration? So the acceleration is nothing but it equals to a equals to delta v upon delta t. So delta v basically is equals to initial final velocity minus initial velocity divided by time. So the time basically here is the limit is just a minute. Limit is we have to find t equals to 0 to t equals to 3. So where is the t equals to 3 or and t
वो
equals to 0?
ढूंढता हूँ जरा
So t
सिर्फ
equals
3
to
और 1 पे वो
this
कह सकते
point.
हैं कि लगाना होगा
Yes, so it must be 1, 2. This point is 2.4. So at t equals to 3, the value is 2.4 and t equals to 0, u equals to also 0. So it equals to 2.4
0.8 हो जाएगा इसका
minus 0.
0.8
Yes, divided by 3 equals to 0.8. 0.80 meter per second square. This is the answer of this question.
yes
Now for the second one, the work done by the motor to raise the uh, lift between time t equals to 3 t equals to 6. So where is the point t equals to 3 and t equals to 6? From here, this point, constant point from here to here. So we have to find the work done for this region. So the work done basically equals to W equals to W equals to work equals to F into S. So how to find force? So the force value is nothing but it equals to it equals to the weight. This is the weight plus that the weight of the friction that which is given in the numerical. Now just see it, Abdullah. This is 13 kiloweight. This is the basically the force that acting downward, and this is also the weight or the Newton force acting, that is resistance force. So the total force basically is 13 plus 12. So the force must be 13 plus 12 plus 2 kilonewton. Both are in kilonewton, so kilonewton.
इसको सर न्यूटन में फिर कन्वर्ट करना होगा क्या
Yes, yes, yes.
1300 13,000 plus 200 1500 हो जाएगा टोटल ये
Yes, 1500. No, 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 no. It must be 13,000 plus 2,000. It must be 15,000.
या फिर वही तो कहा था 15,000
Okay, you said 1500. So
सॉरी हाँ 15,000 कह रहा था सॉरी
how to find the distance? The distance is just equals to s equals to the graph. Now how to find the value from the graph? Just a minute, I have to raise this section. Isn't this for little yes. Now the range is basically from 3 to 6 from here to here. So the distance cover is basically this point to this point here is the 3. Horizontal is 3 and the vertical is 2.4.
3 minus 3 upon
So this s basically distance depends on the area, as you know. So the for so 3 this is a rectangular cross section. So rectangular cross section equals to length into width. So 3 multiplied by 2.4. Is this clear or not?
yes sir
Okay. So after this, it must be 15,000 Newton multiplied by 3 multiplied by 2.4. So it must be
ये हो जाएगा मैं बताता हूँ सर इसका आंसर ये हो जाएगा जस्ट सेकंड 108,000 joule
108,000
108,000 joule.
joules. This is the answer. Is this clear, Abdullah?
Yes, sir.
I am going to raise it. Have you
Yes.
written down?
Yeah.
Okay. So the third is basically now the sorry, question part two is the motor has the efficiency 67%. Now the total efficiency of motor is 67%. The tension in the cable is 1.6 into 10 raised power 4 at time t equals to 2.5. Determine the input power. So how to find the input power to the motor? So the input power basically depends on there's some input power, that is IP equals to first the tension tension, that is T, or basically it's the force. So we input power must be F into the value of V divided by the efficiency of motor. So efficiency of motor is 60, is written like this is the efficiency, that is mu. So this is the formula of input power. Abdullah, is this clear? The formula is clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Let me find the input power real quick.
So force equals to 1.6. Force is just the tension, that is 1.6 to 10 raised power 4. So what is the value of V? So how to find the value of V?
सर वो 2.5 सेकंड्स है ना सर उसका हो
Yes.
जाएगा ये हो जाएगा 1.6 है in meter per second.
So no. 2.5 is
नहीं गलत हो गया सॉरी 2.2
it is Abdullah just near
2 हो
the
जाएगा सर ये 2
2 है.
meter per
Yes.
second. हाँ.
Yes, it's the 2 value 2. Yes, you are right. Now you are right. So the value is 2 upon
0.67.
67%. So it means that 0.67.
Yeah, 0.67.
Just
So
calculate
sir,
it.
let me go find the. Let me
Yes.
quickly find it.
1.6 into 10 raised power 4.
सही हो गया 4.8 into 10 raised to power 4.
Yes, so the answer is 4.8 into 10 raised power 4 watt.
Watt.
Okay, this is the end
मतलब
of
इनपुट पावर नीचे होती है ना मतलब इसमें वो यूजफुल
efficiency.
पावर ज्यादा होती है.
Yes, input power हमेशा ज्यादा है और जो output power है वो कम होती है. तो input power
Yes.
basically is the reciprocal of efficiency. Is the reciprocal of efficiency. So the third part is state and explain whether the increase in gravitational potential energy of the lift from t equals to 0 to t equals to 7 is less than the same or greater than the work done by the motor. Okay, now there must be a comparison between the work done by the motor and the potential increase or decrease. So how to, a calculation is not required, so just give an answer. So in this part, work done, now you have to write it down that work is done lifting the cable, so gravitational potential energy is always less. So basically, what is the purpose? The lift isn't, for example, in ground floor, and you have to go to the second floor. So for this, work is done to lift the lift, and there must be some gravitational potential energy which is less than the value. So the answer is basically work done. Sorry, work is done in lifting in lifting the cable so that gravitational gravitational potential gravitational potential is always less. Is this clear?
जी.
Okay.
Mm.
Have you written down?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So state the property of an question number 3. State the property of an object that experience a force when the object is placed in. So this must be a
अच्छा.
when a gravitational force and an electric force. So the
सर
in a
मतलब जब
yes means that
ग्रेविटेशनल फील्ड में सर मतलब वो it will face it will face oh my
it will
god क्या कहते हैं
basically
उसको क्या क्या वर्ड याद नहीं आ रहा
mass.
mass will be its weight will be increased.
Yes, and in electric field there must be charge. These are the
सर सॉरी
basic.
समझ नहीं पाया सही से.
Yes, yes. These are the basic questions. One marks.
Okay.
Okay. So basically, gravitational field is mass, and electric field is a charge. So now for the next one is part B. Basically, this is the section with two plates. There, here is the point, and there's the electric path. This is a particle x, which have charge. This one mass and velocity, and this will strike with this point. This point is basically distance having p. So these are all the values. The particle p is deflected by the field. This basically is deflection to point y. Calculate the magnitude of. Now we have to calculate the magnitude of electric force acting on the particles. How to find the electric force? So the basic formula is E equals to V upon D.
So V सर E मतलब वो electric force.
Yes, yes, yes. Electric field strength or electric field lines. So now for basically second or E equals to
E equals to
F upon Q. F
F
upon
upon
Q.
Q. Force upon charge.
Yes, these are basically two when there's an electric field. So these are the two primary formulas of the law. Okay, you have to remember it. But these two formulas are almost used in every numerical. So you have to choose it. Now we have to find the electric force. What will be my choice to find the
सर
electric
VD
force?
equals to FQ लिखना होगा I think.
Yes, 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 definitely, definitely. So the
सर
formula
V
must be
मतलब वो velocities में represent कर रहे हैं या फिर कुछ और velocity.
V. No, 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 no. V is basically potential difference, Abdullah.
अच्छा.
Potential difference. E equals to F upon Q. So how to find? We have to find the value of F. So F equals to E into Q. So the E basically is the electric field that is 1.2 into 10 raised power 3 volt. So the E equals to 1.2 into 10 raised power 3 volt. And what will be the charge? So the charge is
minus 4.2 into 10 raised to power minus 9.
yes, yes.
माइनस साइन को शायद इग्नोर करना होगा आई
Yes,
थिंक.
we have to ignore minus sign.
फिर भी सर अगर माइनस कहा गया तो क्या मतलब इसका कहाँ जा रहा है ये?
Yes, minus sign means that it is deflected. These are the two poles. This is positive pole and this is negative and positive pole, which are deflected towards positive are basically negative charge particle. So this is basically a negative charge particle deflected to positive because there must be attraction between positive and negative. Is this clear?
Yes. So
Okay.
5.04 into 10 raised to power minus 6 Newton.
This is F equals to 1.2 into 10 raised test upon yes. So it equals to how much?
5.0 into 10 raised to power minus 6.
So this must be the answer. So now for the question number 2, by considering the resultant vertical force acting on the particle, show that the acceleration of a particle in the electric and gravitational field is 14 meter per second square. So how to find it? As we know that we have to find the acceleration. So how to find acceleration? Basically, the formula of acceleration equals to as f equals to ma and a equals to f upon m. So how to find the first we have to find the W, that is force. So force basically depends on the weight. W equals to mg. The mass given basically upward is 5.9 into 10 raised power minus 6, and what the value of g is 9.8. So this value is approximately equals to how what will be the value, Abdullah? Kindly calculate it.
5.6 into raised to power minus 10 raised to power minus 5.
Okay, 5.6 into 10 raised power minus 5. Okay, so this is basically is the value of W. So resultant force must be,
सर वो मतलब हो जाएगा df minus rf.
yes, resultant force must be weight, that is downward, minus force. So this weight 5.6 into 10 raised power minus 5 is subtracted by the force that we calculated upward. That in question of
Yes.
part 1.
5.1 into 5 10 raised to power minus 6.
Yes. So after this, we have to find the resultant force. Or so this value must be used here for resultant force. So resultant force must be, for example, and the mass is same 5.9 into 10 raised power minus 6.
सर
Abdullah,
इसका
is
आ
this
रहा है 4.5 into 10 raised to power minus 15 आ रहा है इसका force Newton.
okay? So okay.
अब acceleration है ना तो A equals to F upon M.
So we divide with m. M is 5.9 into 10 raised power minus 6. Is this clear or not?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
That might be the end of the question number. So in the next, we have to determine the time taken for a particle to move from x to y. So what is basically is the prime equation, that second s equals to ut plus half at square. So s basically distance equals to 1.8. The velocity 1.8 centimeters. So we must have to convert in meters. So kindly check the units too. Now ut means the initial velocity is at rest, so this factor must be 0 plus half. What the value of acceleration we calculated?
Sorry, sir.
Yes,
2 की गलत आ रही है.
yes.
2 की गलत आ रही है सर.
The value?
Yes. गलत कर दिया उसने बहुत. गलत हो गया.
Okay. है Abdullah. Abdullah calculation की mistake है बस. Okay, बाद में कर लेना. Don't. So the value of acceleration is basically is 14, and so it must be t square. This value must be, Abdullah, second must be equals to 14. So there must be calculation mistakes. So after this, we have to find. Now you have to find that 1.8 into 10 raised power minus 2 equals to half the value of a equals to 14 into t square. Then this 2 will, 2 sevens are 14, and then 7 will be divided here, so it must be 1.8 into sorry 10 raised power
10
minus
minus 2
upon 7 equals to t square. Now kindly find the value.
2.5 into 10, 2.6 into 10 raised to power minus 3.
Abdullah, is this t square?
Yeah, yes sir. अब इसकी t की निकाल रहा हूँ जरा.
Yes, yes.
2.5
Take
into
under root.
0.05.
Yes, this value is correct. Sorry. 0.051 second. Is this clear? Now for the second part, the distance P of point Y from the left side of the top plate.